So the Wave XLR, it's starting to get to homes, and you're probably wondering, is it worth it, or should I be going back to something that we know is tried and true in the GoXLR Mini? There's benefits to both, and being someone who's used both now for about a day and a half, 2 days now with the Wave XLR, I've got a fairly unique perspective as someone who's a smaller streamer, a smaller creator, and what I foresee happening with both pieces of equipment. Before I give you a definitive answer, let's go over the benefits of both and see what you think. We will take a look at the TC Helicon GoXLR Mini. This retails for around $200 now. You've got 2 ports in the front, a headphone and regular microphone. There's also these 4 faders that are easy to control, and despite what it says at the top, you can really control any of your audio input outputs on here. More on that later. There's also these 6 rubber buttons at the bottom for quick muting, bleeping, and full microphone muting. On the back here, we've got the XLR input, a line in port, a line out port, very important pieces, USB power, and an optical input. Now here's a quick look at the Elgato Wave XLR. It's retailing for $40 less at $160 currently. It's a really clean look. It's a single large dial with some icons at the bottom I'll detail in a bit. Links to both of these devices are below. Just play with me here for a second. Go. So something I know that I've been asked by some of my friends, it's actually about the sliders, the faders themselves, right? On the GoXLR Mini, it's a cool thing to have right on your desk. You can just move them. Actually, let me just turn this camera on. Let me show you. So on the faders here, you can see my voice is kind of moving up and down right now. You won't really get that on the Wave XLR, but on the GoXLR Mini, I can kind of move this down. My voice should be changing right now as I pull it up. So that's a cool little feature, but in the end, do you really use it? Chat can be here, so if Discord, my teammates are a little too loud while I'm streaming, I can mess with it right there. I've got my music can be here, so for example, if I'm playing background music, I use Streambeats. If I wanted to mess with that, I have the fader there. My overall volume can be here. Even got like a little beep, the bleep button can mute my voice overall completely in case I get a phone call or whatever that looks like. Right here, I can press this, get the light. It's a good piece. But is it something you're gonna use? Let me just bring this. Personally, I think there's something that's a little bit better of usage, and we're just gonna go ahead and let's swap all this around and get to it. So here we are. This is the software for the Elgato Wave Link software, essentially. So this is what's actually controlling your system. It's all on board on your computer. The game-changing part of this is right here. This little part. It's very easy to use. This is what's called sub-mixing. This is what I think is the best part of the Wavelink experience. Essentially what I can do is, let's say I'm listening to some music, whatever you prefer, and I wanted to hear it extra loud on my end because I'm enjoying the music, but I know my viewers or what I'm recording to, I don't want it to be that loud. I can essentially lower the stream output while keeping my volume at 100%. The other cool thing is, let's say I know I want to lower it. If I click that little button right here, if I lower this, my sub mix also lowers. This is very useful in situations where, like a game, for example, a game that I play a lot of is Call of Duty. It's a very loud. I don't need to hear it that loud, but I know on stream I want it to come out like it's supposed to. So I can actually control everything right here. And with the use of my Stream Deck, I can control these independently of each other or at the same time. As well, I've got an option here. If I'm listening to something on my browser that I know is DMCA, for example, I can mute it to my stream output while I'm still listening to it. This is something I wish the GoXLR Mini had on those faders, where I can just basically alternate. I can switch between what is being output and what is being input to each of them, or switching between what I'm hearing versus what is being output into my system essentially. I really want to show y'all something else real quick. We're going to take a look at the actual Wave XLR piece. So we're going to turn you around here. All right. And this is it. Okay. Pretty simple piece. You've got your 3 little icons here. So this will tell you that right now I am on the microphone dial, so I can turn this up and down. So this was basically like the left fader from before. Gives you an idea. The next one is my actual headphone. So if I press on here, you'll hear it click. Maybe you heard it. But this is my actual volume. So this is what I'm actually hearing. Right now there's nothing else playing, so I don't hear anything. And then the next click will get me to the cross. I guess I'll call it a crossfade. I am not sure exactly what they're calling it. But basically this is between what I'm hearing. This will, on this side, you're going to be hearing just what you want to hear. The other side is going to be your stream output. So if I turn it to the left here, I actually now can hear my voice because that's just the way I have it set up. Now, the other thing we have on this top part is a little mute tactile button. So I can just tap it and it'll turn red. Essentially, you won't hear me talking anymore. So I'm going to have a second camera here. Hopefully that worked. You didn't hear me when I muted it. So pretty simple. Now, the one thing I have a problem with, and you'll see this, is I've got this wire here. I do use a set of speakers as part of my setup. With the Wave XLR, there isn't a line out, so I have no way to actually utilize my other speakers without having to plug in a USB of some sort. We're going to turn you back here. That's kind of a problem personally that I have with it. I wish I could use my desktop speakers along with this Wave XLR. It's a minor inconvenience for what I think is a much more pleasurable experience in using the software. This is a test of me talking directly into the blue microphone using the GoXLR Mini. This is a test of my voice using the Wave XLR with the blue microphone. So let me just let you know, I'm going to personally be using the Wave XLR. Leave it in the comments. What do you think? Hopefully this video was helpful for you. I think overall sound quality is not too affected, and the adjustments that I can make down the road, I think will make the Wave XLR a very, very powerful piece